What's up, everybody? This is Ripples and Wells back for another video. I hope you're all doing well and having a great day wherever you are in the world and whatever you're doing. It is Tuesday today. I had to check my watch. Days are flying by at the minute. It's soon to be Halloween. Halloween preparations are on the island. Lots of houses decorated with funky stuff on their vestibules. I keep getting spooked when I go out late at night to drive anywhere. People have got witches hanging from the doors and things. Anyhow, hope it's all cool where you are as well. This is my Twitter profile, Ripples and Wales. Come and say hi. I'm looking to subscribe to Twitter Premium the next couple of days if I can get it. If I can get on there. I changed my profile name and they wouldn't let me do it. I had free DAI in it, and I needed to edit that out and wanted to do a video on it. But anyway, if you change your profile 3 days before, they won't let you subscribe to Twitter Premium, just so you know. Alright, some really cool stuff today. We're going to blitz through this. It's more of a news day. There's not too much riddles and things to go over today, but we have got an amazing video that I came across yesterday. Now, I want you to all go and follow this young lady, Aria. Aria's list 112211. I'm just going to go to the top of her profile so you can see who she is. Okay, we're going to refer to her as Stella in this video. Stella 17 Aria. Okay, a beautiful mind. There's no doubt about it. I've come across her work a few times before, and a mathematical savant who looks at the digital and the numerical references to do with the riddles, the codes between Mr. Poole, Bearable Guy, and many others. And there's always a numerical significance to all the codes, and it's not really my strong point. So when you see other people doing fantastic references to things like this, it's well worth a shout. Give her a follow and a like, please. Anyway, there was one particular video that came across my timeline yesterday morning that I was quite astounded by, actually. It takes a lot to shift me in terms of the work gone into the level of decoding in certain things, and it's this video here. Anyway, I wrote, this young lady Stella is blazing a trail like wildfire. Best overall decode I've seen in a long time, and I really mean that. Hats off to a beautiful mind, bravo. Anyway, we're going to have a look at this quickly now. We're going to play some of this out. Here we go.
Today was an amazing day. The decode that I posted this morning was the culmination of my last year's work as a decoder. I know instinctively that this is it. This is the answer that I've been searching for the last year, the date of the reset. It fits on so many levels, it's absolutely perfect, and what amazes me is that I haven't found this before because the decoder in itself is very simple. The reset date is simply the 5th, 8th and 9th prime. The 5th prime is 11, the 8th prime is 19, and the 9th prime is 23. 11, 19, 23. It's as simple as that. It was staring us right in the face from the very beginning. Of course, the riddlers went to very great lengths to disguise this simple truth. They created a whole web of connections around 589. But despite it being well hidden, I am kicking myself because I've been posting quite a lot recently about the importance of prime numbers. I've posted several times saying that it's all in the primes. In fact, I started the decode by looking at the primes 2 and 3 from the date 2023. 2 is the first prime and 3 is the second prime. So this match between 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 made me think that perhaps we're getting a parallel between 2012, which was thought to be the end of the world because it was the end of the long count of the Mayan calendar, and 2023, which is going to be the end of the world in a different way, in a symbolic way, but it is going to be the end of the world as we know it. And it was by looking at the day count from the end of the long count of the Mayan calendar, which was the 21st of December 2012, which is how I found the idea that perhaps the 19th of November was more important than the 16th of November. Up until now, I've been pretty much stuck on the 16th of November, which is obviously going to be an important date. But I was stuck on the idea of it being the reset, which actually didn't make sense for a number of different reasons. The date count of Thursday the 16th is 10 years, 10 is X, 330 days. Well, 330 is nice, but I thought, well, 333 would be much better. And 333, of course, takes us 3 days more, that's November the 19th. And so then I thought, well, there is all this 6 and 9 thing which I have looked into already, the mirror of 6 being 9, and 6 times 9 is 54, which means the sun. And 11/16, 16th of November, is David's 54th birthday. So the 6-9 thing is really important. it seemed that maybe the comms for 11.16 are actually for 11.19. Maybe this was a kind of trap for unwary decoders. Make everyone expect the reset on the 16th, and boom, it doesn't happen. And so I'm really glad that I figured this out in time. Anyway, returning to my thought process, I thought that if the reset is on the Sunday, it all fits in so much better. The lawsuit will still be on the Thursday. That's when Ripple will settle with the SEC. That definitely will be on the 16th because it fits into the pattern, starting on the 13th of July, which was Victory Day, and continuing on the 19th of October, which was the SEC surrender day, and the last date in the series is the 16th of November. So that will be on the Thursday, as I said. And I think also Joe Biden might go out somehow. He might get taken out on the Thursday as well. And this would then provoke Trump to give us the storm tweet possibly early morning on the Friday, and on Friday we get the crash, which is going to be Black Friday. I already hypothesised that Friday the 17th would be the crash, but that at that stage didn't make much sense to me, as I say, because I was thinking that the reset was the day before. So how can you have the crash the day after the reset? This way it makes much more sense. Then on Saturday I have a feeling that everything will be black, that we'll get a blackout. Saturday is Saturn's day, and Saturn is connected to the Cabal, and then there's also the black cube of Saturn. Saturday is also day 322 of 223, so it's the maximum Cabal day, and I'm thinking that Saturday is probably going to be a day when they will make their last ditch attempt to fight back. So we could see a major false flag, and it's probably a really good day to just stay at home. So definitely be prepared for the worst on Saturday and stay safe. And then on Sunday, we get the reset. I think it'll be on Sunday night because, again, as I said in the decode, then Sunday is Sunday, the day of the sun, and Monday is the day of the moon. So if it's Sunday night onto Monday morning, then we get the sun and the moon together, which is our 111666 in gematria, which fulfills, again, so many symbolic connections. Then, as we know, on Monday, the ISO 222 system, the protocol goes live, and so it absolutely fits perfectly if the night before has been the global reset. Monday will be the first day of the new system. So as you can see, once I had that light bulb moment that the primes are the key to 589, and it's actually telling us literally 11/19/23, then everything else all falls into place. Now for a few thoughts on different new...
Wow, I want to pause this there. I mean, okay, that is a mind-blowing unraveling of numerical data connected to the symbologies. If this stands the test of time, it will be a rather historic moment. I'm going to use that word in terms of the decoding, because that is rather special. And you know, I think me and Stella spoke in some threads after this, and I was like, you know, we always haven't seen eye to eye sometimes on our interpretations of things, and that's how scientists often are. You know, I'm a physicist scientist, and we often get bogged down with our own ideologies and stuff. But she highlighted something rather important, is that when I wouldn't say high level thinkers, but when good interpreters come together and they look at things from opposing angles, and they come to consensus that, wow, that our own worldview isn't just the way things are, that new pathways and new doors open. And as Stella said, you know, it's better when we all build bridges between our interpretations, because through the collective is how we unravel and break codes and ciphers. And I just want to say, like, this is phenomenal from my perspective. I have seen massive parallels in the dates of November, as we've kind of discussed over the past 80 videos on my channel. It goes back from all the way from the bearable guy scene here. I mean, we'll have a chat with Stella. We'll try and connect my work to her work, and she can then pull out what she sees, and I'll overlay what I see. And we can come to, wow, you know, maybe open some new perspectives, which is really cool and exciting. And we've got, you know, the stocking pinned up between November and December. We've also got, you know, the month of November with this, you know, crazy X marks the spot, which is a kind of a pirate symbol. In November, we've talked about this. And we've got December with the kind of clear numbers. We've also had this on a number of times, the Ripple Riddlers. October, November, December were very critical months. In whatever year this plays out, and it does seem 2023 is a very, very significant year. I was fascinated by the primes. We've covered the 589 things multiple times on these videos. We'll go over them again. And, Bearable Guy has used the 589 ideologies to reference many things. He intercedes these 589 little innuendos, should we say, in much of his text, especially the Lodestar 1, which I think I was one of the first people to find Lodestar 1. I remember showing it to people. I had to dig it off the internet because you didn't have access to it. It was removed from the link of the early. It was never on the Bearable Guy bios back in the day. When I started covering the Lodestar letters, BG started interweaving them into his bio. But I could see there was a lot of stuff in Lodestar. Anyway, Lodestar 1 was the 589 main reference as. He was trying to bring it back to the scene here, and he was referring in the Lodestar 1s to 589, as you can see 589 in the wheel here, and as Stella says, it's technically a reset, as we have been over it. And in Lodestar 1, he would say, Lodestar 589 is Cobalt, Nostro, Comex, and Liquidity, and in the center of that is this 589 and the Swift here, which he was referring to as a reset and a change of structure, and all those components would be affected. And this is what the whiteboard is in the scene here. Bearable Guy is giving a lecture, a presentation it was, and it was very similar to the presentation that Brad Garlinghouse gave in the BIS SNB in 2018 May, I believe it was, when he went in front of all the world leaders, all the world bankers, and they gave a presentation. And it was something to do with this, the presenting of the data. But in the center of it was this 589 symbol, and Stella's reference to the numerical significance of dates of this is really, really interesting. We will keep our eyes on the month of November, but no doubt, with a fire burning underneath the dates of October, November, I could see that there was a significance as well to these dates, and Stella has added to that fantastic level of analysis to give some more substance to that, which I really, really love. That was rather special, and I'll definitely be keeping a strong eye on her work, because she's able to look at the numerical side of things across multiple. And may I add that she's not just looking at BG, she's looking at Mr. Poole, she's probably looking at the Riddler, looking at Howard Moon stuff, and a load of other Riddlers in there. I just generally keep my focus on one right now. The Ripple 2 Ripple Riddler, or 3 Ross Mandermere Ripple Riddler, and Beryl Go. But yeah, hats off to her, and I want to, people should definitely go and have a look at her channel on that. I was going to cover tons more in this video, but we've gone so far in it because I was so astounded by this one clip. I was like, wow, okay, that's opened up some new doors. Okay, moving on. We will cover a couple of more things for this today. This is another tweet by Bobby A. Bobby_11188. If you think for 1 second that the Bitcoin halving will mark the commencement of a parabolic bull run, that everyone will get rich while mainstream media reports on the entire time months in advance, you will be exit liquidity for institutions and savvy investors traders. The Bitcoin halving is being front run as we speak, and the halving ETF narrative will mark the top of this upcoming bull leg. Bitcoin is already halfway towards its 70 to 80k retrace. Interesting. And so I kind of agree with what he's saying. He's going to they are front running it. Brad Garlinghouse, this was an account, one OG account, Joshua Dolton J9, not Ripple logo, but I think XRP logo. That says something. Now, Joshua was an OG guy who got really involved in the riddles back in 2018. And this is Brad Garlinghouse's tattoo, which I find really interesting. We've looked at this before. It's got Saturnian influences. It's got the X, like the Ripple Riddler, posted around the globe. It's got various things which look like, you've got a planet orbiting the periphery of this large planet here. You've got all sorts going on. I mean, I really need to do a full dive on this. It's rather interesting. It looks very similar to other symbology I've seen a few times before. But nonetheless, the X symbol is straight in the center. You've got, is it nodes on satellites? Is it the sun? And other planets in a solar system. Very, very interesting tattoo. Okie dokie, moving on. Anders sparked a, this is at X_Anders or X_Anders. He posted something yesterday about the Chinese bamboo of digital assets, which is a he said only few will read this, and this was posted by I think the Bear back in the day, and it was reference to Chinese bamboo. We'll have a quick look at this. It was Bitrue is my number one exchange lending interest. Blah, 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 blah. If I can do it, so can you. My code name is Bear, and I'm on a mission to help you conduct independent research on blockchain technology, W3C, Interledger, Ripple AI, and what it means for the world at large. And that's 2018 AI. Interesting. The story of Chinese bamboo. And I'll let you read that. You take a screen capture, but it talks about the growth and the speed in which things can grow. But then the bottom paragraph is this. But let's be serious. Where is it actually now? Did the tree really grow 90 feet in 6 weeks? Did the Chinese bamboo tree lie dormant for 4 years to grow exponentially in the 5th? Or was the tree growing underground, developing a root system enough to support its potential for outward growth in the 5th and year and beyond? The answer is, of course, obvious. Had the tree not developed a strong, unforeseen foundation, it could not have sustained its life as it grew. And it's referring to the Chinese plant of bamboo, which sits very dormant for 4 years, growing a strong root base, and all of a sudden it grows up to 90 feet in the next year, the 5th year, which is really interesting, isn't it? 5th, 6th, 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. And the video this comes from, XRP Chinese bamboo, is, I need to show you this. It is this guy here. Now, this is an OG. Take a screen capture of this. This account is really OG, and it's referred to by Bearable Guy back in the day, Crypto Bear. We're going to just touch on a video here, and this is on XRP Ripple Riddler archive, and you can see the symbology here. This shows 3 influencers: Sam to the lifeboats, CKJ, and the Crypto Bear. And this is just a simple a YouTube video showing a storm. With a checkmate on across a board, but in the background you can see the Fortune 500 banks and stuff are in the background hovering, which goes to another scene. I thoroughly recommend you to have a look at Ripple Riddle Archive. That is a gem for various reasons. Okay, we're going to call it there for today. Hope that's been useful. Please like and subscribe the video. Subscribe to the channel. Drop a comment, let me know your thoughts. What do you think about Stella's decode? I think it's fascinating. I think it's fantastic as well. Kudos to her, hats off. Give her a like and subscribe as well. And I hope that's been useful. Look forward to see you in the next video. Until then, be blessed.